talk to you guys about the first thing on my mind, and this will help me clear out why I haven't vlogged the food that I ate for the last 3 days. I still got a few videos to get to you guys, but once I clear out the first week, on the second week, it's going to have, I believe, 2 days where I show you what I eat. Then day 3, 4, 5 just are not going to be there. And the reason being is that I was feeling extremely tired. I was feeling extremely fatigued, extremely crummy. And it's because of the subject that we're going to talk about today. We are going to talk about periods. Nobody likes to talk about their period, but here I am and I am going to do it because this is my thoughts of the day, and this is something that's affecting me at the moment with my diet, with my lifestyle, and I know that I'm not the only one. Okay, so let's go straight into it. The first thing is that my vlogs, I didn't do it because, to be honest, I'm not trying to hide anything. I'm not trying to not show you what I'm eating, but I did eat a lot of junk. I can say a lot. Compared to how you guys have seen in my previous videos where I'm eating things like fish and shrimp and steamed this and, healthier this. I started with a regular granola bar with chocolate to then eat
a biscuit with ham and eggs and onions, and it was like a biscuit. And then I had some Haitian food, then I had some candy corn, then some more candy corn, then some more candy corn. Then I had some of my kids' candy. What else did I have? I had fried fish with white rice, vegetables, and beans. The fish, because it is the meat, I don't mind it being fried once in a while. I am going to finish that off for lunch today because I'm not going to throw it away.
Let me explain this. When my period is about to get here, let's talk serious. A week before I get my period, I can feel that I am going to get my period. As we all know, they're called premenstrual syndromes. And mine go as follows. I get very tired, more tired than I usually am already with my schedule. My teeth start to hurt, which is something that's very weird. My teeth start to hurt a lot. Like, I don't even know why. It just feels like somebody's just like pushing them back, and it just hurts. Then I just start feeling crummy. I start feeling moody, just very like my mood goes up and down, and in one second I want to cuddle, the next second I just want to chop your head off, and I don't know. But I start getting very irritated. Another physical symptom is that just my back kills me, especially on the day that it comes. It's even worse. But the whole week I'm feeling extremely tired, extremely just busted, exhausted, and I'm just like a zombie. So the thing is that I was on the phone with Daniel. I spoke to him, and I already knew it was coming. I spoke to him, and I said, "Hey, I'm feeling cold. My body's feeling cold, and I'm feeling aggravated. I'm feeling moody." And he's like, "What's wrong?" I'm just like, I feel like my period's gonna come very soon. The next day, boom, my period, and I'm like, I knew it. But those three days, I couldn't. I just wanted sugar. I had to drink a coffee because I felt like a diabetic person who was just about to pass out. The thing with that is that I am anemic. My blood levels are just crazy. I need to be taking iron, and for some crazy reason or another, I haven't been taking my iron. I know that when I'm eating healthy, I don't need these things. I don't feel like I need them. Matter of fact, when I was when I was engaged in a plant-based diet, that was the best period that I had. That was honestly, that was just like, oh, I'm on my period? Wow. And I couldn't even tell. But anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and I researched some things that can help and some things that can hurt you during your period. I wrote them down, so I am going to be reading off of my other phone. Go straight to it. They did mention the one main thing, though they did mention one thing that does really affect your period is your dieting, the way that you diet, which is exactly what I just said. When I'm eating healthy, when I was eating a plant-based diet, my period came on and I didn't even notice. I was just like, oh, I could tell my teeth did still hurt, but I wasn't feeling as fatigued. I wouldn't feel so terrible. I would feel normal. I would feel good. I would feel okay, not so irritated as I did this time. But my period came. It lasted 3 days and it left. This time around, it's already been 3 days and I don't know. It's just not good. Is based on my diet. Before you guys know I just started my weight loss journey about a week and a half ago. But before that, I was just eating junk. I was just eating so much junk. Just things I wasn't supposed to in my body. Chemical shitstorms. Fattening this, fattening that, chips this, ice cream that. And that, honestly, it doesn't help. It doesn't help your menstruation. When you eat healthy things, it's like your body is willing to fight anything and everything. It's like, bring it on, I got it. Trust me, your dieting really does affect the way that you get your period, and it really does help it. Things in that diet category, it says eating things that are inflammatory. When you get your period, you get bloated. Some of the things that I find personally, I don't know about you, everybody's body is completely different. Some of the things that I do find that are inflammatory to me, and I know it's inflammatory because it causes mucus when I eat these things. I just feel heavy, I feel groggy, I feel mucus in the back of my throat, and one of those main things for me is milk. Regular cow's milk. Even though I haven't been eating a plant-based diet ever since I started my plant-based diet, discovering almond milk and flaxseed milk and rice milk and just all of those plant-based milks, so that now I'm still not eating a plant-based diet anymore, I will not switch my milk back to regular milk. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Because I find that I just start feeling yucky. That's the word I could use. That's the only word I could think of. But milk does not help that. And it is very inflammatory, and at least to me, I can say. A lot of fats in your diet are very inflammatory. A lot of animal fats, a lot of just fatty foods just stay stuck in your body, and you just feel, like I said, it doesn't help that time of the month when you're already feeling disturbed. It honestly doesn't help. It's caffeine and a lot of sweets, which with me, when I am eating, matter of fact, let's say when I'm eating unhealthy and then I start eating healthy again, or even if I'm eating unhealthy and I continue eating unhealthy, when I get my period, sweets is the one thing that I want. Oh my God.
Give me chocolate. Give me honey buns. Give me ice cream. Give me Oreos. Give me soft baked cookies. Give me, oh my goodness, give me all of that. Just give me all of that, because that is the one thing that my body is craving.
It's bad. It's completely bad. Once again, I'm going back to the time where I was eating a plant-based diet, where I wasn't eating fat, when I was eating good and I was eating healthy. I didn't feel that craving. When I first started, I'm not gonna lie, when I first started, I did feel like, oh, I want chocolate. But I resisted, and I kept on my plant-based diet for like about a month. After that first month, the second month came around where I got my period, and I was like, I don't really have cravings. I really don't. And then by the third month, I wasn't really feeling cravings at all. So that's another thing that can help. A few things that can help your cramps are bananas, because of the potassium that it contains. Bananas really do help. I've told that to a few people I know, and they're like, bananas? I'm like, yes, bananas does help your cramps. Pumpkin seeds, salmon, which is salmon and foods that are high in omega, beans and veggies will definitely help you. Drinking a lot of water. I find that when I drink water, it helps the time go by faster. I feel like if I'm not drinking water, my period will last about a week. But if I'm just drinking water and flushing my system out, my period will last 3 to 4 days. Honestly, coming from a person who's had her period for like about a month to 3 months, it helps. It helps a lot. You go from having a period that's probably going to last you a week to having a period that's lasting you 3 to 4 days, just because you're flushing your system and you're just getting out all the gunk, and your cells are going to thank you. And your body is just flushing out, and it's awesome. Exercise, light exercise does help your period as well. For me, the exercises that I do, basically, it's I stretch. Since my lower back does start hurting a lot. Like, I mean, like, I'm about to have a baby a lot. I tend to stretch, and it makes me feel so much better. I just lay down or sit down, and I just stretch out my body, just my back. You will see me do this a lot, just stretching everywhere. It just really helps. Plus walking like when I'm at my job, I tend to walk a lot. This time I couldn't even walk. I don't know what was wrong. Like, I haven't felt a period like this one in a long time. That's why I said I didn't even vlog my food, because of the fact that I was just intaking so much. Today I'm like, I should have posted it just so that I could see what it was that I did. I ate a lot of junk, a lot of candy, mainly a lot of candy. But also another thing that also does help is just staying in the shower and washing your lower area with warm water. Just letting the water, just cleanse yourself with warm water, just around your stomach as well, your lower stomach, because you're cramping. Just run the water on your lower stomach while you rub it counterclockwise. That helps me. Or just standing up in the shower and just letting the hot water run on my back, on my lower back. It really works wonders, guys. Basically, all in all of these things are amazing, and they could help you decrease your pain. But one thing that cannot be beat by anything else is sleeping, guys. My period couldn't have picked the worst time to come. I'm working this week 6 days straight, plus not sleeping, plus everything else, and it's just hectic. Like, and that's why I feel like my period came so strong. Just not relaxing, just all of those things, that makes it so much worse. And I think that's why I got all that pain. Not even the first day, the second day of my period, that's when I realized, hey, the first day I got my period, I only slept 3 hours. And then the second day of my period, I only slept, I could say about 5 hours. So it's like when my period comes in a time when I am rested, when I could battle it. Body's healing while it's sleeping. Everything that needs to come out will come out. So you just relax in your bed, and your body's just working on itself, and it will help you with all of your cramps and all of your pains. And when you wake up, you just make sure you take a warm shower, and your period should go a lot smoother if you have time to rest. Well, that concludes the things that I found out. that will affect or help your period. I hope I was able to help you guys with the information that I just gave you. If you do know something else, or if you research something else that can help me, or something contrary to what I said, just let me know on the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit like on this video if you like it and you want other videos just like it. A pleasure. I am Carolyn, and this was K's Thought of the Day. Bye. Mwah.
When I'm gone, when I'm gone, when I'm gone, when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me when you're gonna miss me by my hair. You're gonna miss me everywhere. Oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. I've got my ticket for the long way round, the one with the prettiest of views. It's got mountains, it's got rivers.